Welcome back, 5-Hour Show. Raymond here. Let's get started. Yes, I know I said I was pretty much done with unboxings, but stragglers, pieces and parts. So without further ado, let's get started. But quick update, I did paint the other side of the barricade. However, for some reason it seemed like they swapped sides. So now, after I painted the top part that was, kind of flat, now it's glossy, nice and shiny. Look at that. But now the side is flat of sorts. I know it's cheap spray paint, but are we for real? Now I gotta respray this part again. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. But the top looks nice, so I'll try to be very careful and just spray paint this. Or maybe I just let it be. But I really want it to look good. The front looks nice. But yeah, the side. So we'll get back to that. Anyway, so yeah, back to the unboxings. We got 3, so let's get started. I don't even know which one's which. Okay, yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, I know. Raymond's like, what is it with Raymond and those Kabayas? Well, you know what it is when a good deal comes up, I just pick them up. So yeah, I picked up another Waspinator. It was another set of 3. A pterosaur, yeah. So, we have a Waspinator that's messed up. It's got messed up paint around here. And we've got a pterosaur with a bent tip. And I figured it's got a Megatron in the lot, so I picked it up. So yes, I picked up a pterosaur, a Waspinator, and another Megatron. And let's see what else we've got here. And it says thank you. Okay, let's see. This one I'd been eyeing for quite some time. Reason being is because it came with a prime, which I needed another prime. And it came with a very hard to get figure, which was Rhinox. And I had a Scorponok with a messed up tip, so I figured why not. So these 6 were about 2,000 yen, about 2,200 for all 6, which yeah, the price has been going up, but it's not so bad when you look at it. It's like around, this was 400 yen a piece, these were 333 yen a piece, so it's not so bad. And I will be able to complete sets. I will now just be missing, I believe, only 2, which is a Dinobot and a Rat Trap, and I'm done. That's it. So when they will come out, I don't know. I won't be too busy looking for those anymore. If they come up, they come up. But I will wait. And then this one, yes. Yeah, let me just open it. And there we go. So today, yeah, I did pick up these parts. They were on auction. And it seemed like nobody cared. But here's the thing about these parts. They were 400 yen. And they're legitimate. These are real parts. They're not bootlegs. But remember, we've got a bootleg cassette. And so I wanted to test the part. Of course, the robot mode. Yeah, we got to get into that. So anyway, well, we'll just leave his feet like that. And then slide his head out. There we go. Go, good old bootleg rumble. So yeah, like I was saying, I wanted to test out the weapon. That's really what I wanted to test out. And it seems like it'll fit. And maybe it doesn't fit. I don't know. Maybe it's on the wrong way. I don't know, guys. But, alright, let's test out the... Oh, wow. You're kidding. So this is a legitimate weapon, but it doesn't fit in the bootleg toy. That's interesting. That means that the toy is... It could be smaller? Wow. I really got to dig out my Soundwave and my Rumble. But even on the arm? No, on the arm is okay, I guess. There we go. So, and I figured, you know, give him a little kind of a side weapon or something. I know it's Soundwaves. Maybe you can hold it for Soundwave. But yeah, so that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. 2 legitimate parts that I picked up. I hope they're legitimate, to be honest with you. Nowadays, I don't know. They were purchased here online in Japan, and they do look shiny and authentic. But look, I know they're not legit original. They could be reissues or encore reissues or reissues of reissues of reissues. But now I'm thinking, well, maybe they're bootlegs. I don't know. The post seems to be the right size, and so obviously it's the cassette, the bootleg cassette. The only way we'll figure that out is when I pull out the other Rumble. So we'll do that on the next episode, or in one of the future episodes. But for today, you know, I'm just happy to have gotten some more Beast Wars goodness here. And it's not that, you know, I don't like G1, but in a way I kind of look at Beast Wars as a G1 show because hear me out, I see it as a G1 show or a G1 sequel continuation simply because it had Ghost Starscream, the cameo appearance of Unicron, the Ark, the Nemesis, and of course the deactivated Autobots and Decepticons inside the Ark. So I consider it G1. You know, what they did in the Beast Wars TV show was really smart, if you ask me. I think that was the best way to get about going back to the original source. Because I think with Micromasters, Action Masters, and all that stuff, it kind of killed it. The G2 line was just dead because, you know, they just didn't even try. You know, and they said, hey, let's put some CG on the original G1 cartoons and let's just recolor all the G1 toys and just call it G2. And y'all didn't try. They didn't try. When they gave Transformers over to Kenner said, hey, let's do something different, and they did, and it actually worked. When they tied it in on the show with from Alliance, with the Beast Wars TV show, when they tied it into the G1 show, that is when the gold happened. That was the goodness of Beast Wars. When you have a whole brand new cast of characters reminiscent of the old characters, and you focus character, you know, construction of that character on each character was focused on, and that's what made the show really good. The stories, the overall arc, everything about Beast Wars was awesome. It was cool, and I appreciated that. I thought those 3 seasons of Beast War were a legitimate sequel to the G1 cartoon series. And I stand by that. So it was after when they just kind of blew it all up. But anyway, that does it for today's episode. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Yes, there are more. There's maybe a few unboxings left. I haven't purchased anything else. But if something comes up that I do need, I will get it. But there will be more project videos coming because that's what we're focusing on from here on out. So anyway, that does it with today's video. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. It'll help us out. It'll help us grow. Share, like, comment. Let us know what you think. And with that, I say thank you and God bless you in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Take care of yourselves and each other. And I will gladly see you guys on the next episode of the 5 Hour Show. Take care, guys. See you next time.